In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of my absolute favorite cheap wheel strategy stocks that are all trading under $30 currently. And if you drop a comment down below in today's video, I'm also going to give you an ebook that I think is really going to help you out completely for free. It's how I build my personal option selling watch list. Just drop a comment. I'll send it over to you. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Of course, I hope you're having an absolutely God blessed day. I'm a little happier today, guys, because we had quite a whipsaw of a week, but we ended up with some green towards the end there. But before we jump into today's video, guys, of course, make sure you go research these stocks for yourself. Just because some guy on YouTube likes some stocks does not mean you should like some stocks. So go do your own research, please. But the first one we have to talk about is Snapchat, trading now at $5.22. Let's take a quick look what we're actually doing in pre-market. Not really anything here on the weekend, but we're trading at $5.22 right now, flagged as oversold on ArkPicks.com. That means the RSI is under 30. The premium on the trade idea, obviously not financial advice, do your own research on any of these stocks, right, is currently 5% on the 34 DTE, $500 on collateral, collecting about $25 of premium on that, which is absolutely insane. Obviously, do your own research. Obviously, there's a higher risk of assignment with a play like this. I don't care what the delta says, even though the delta here you can see is only a 36% chance roughly of assignment at the $5 level on March 13th. All the technicals, take a look at the technicals here. 19 on the RSI, trading obviously towards the bottom Bollinger Band. 50-day moving average of 758, 200-day moving average of $8, and 300-day moving average of just around $9. We are trading well below all of these. I'm paying attention to this one a lot. I love Snapchat. Why? Because it's very, very premium rich. That's to say the least. So I am watching Snapchat a decent amount here. Let's go quickly take a look at the option chart. I know we are after hours here, but there are some great setups here. Now, obviously, go do your own research on this. If we go into sell a put and then we just go out to our 27, actually we can go out, we'll do a 27-day expiration. I mean, you could even do weeklies on Snapchat if you like, a little bit more management involved there, but the premiums are really, really nice. If I take even a look at the fives, not just under 30 days, obviously we'll collect a little bit less premium here. We'll collect, let's just say right around $20 of premium. Let's crack this into our premium calculator here. All my calculators are free, guys. Just attend the Ark Options Strategy workshop. First link in the description. I give it to you at the very end. But $500 of collateral, 4% return on collateral. Do your own research. Obviously, a high chance of assignment here. Okay. Obviously, so Snapchat had, they had a great earning. They had a decent earnings. But again, similar stories that we've seen during this earnings season so far. Guidance is everything. Guidance is absolutely everything. Weak guidance on Snapchat obviously causes the stock to plummet. Could it be an opportunity? You're going to have to make that decision for yourself. Me personally, I am going to continue to sell puts on Snapchat with a small position. And with it being such a low cost stock, only having to wrap up $500, I think this is a great beginner stock to kind of have your training wheels on instead of dumping in like $10,000-$20,000 into a position. All right, let's move on to the next one. Now, that's why I love ArkPicks. I could just see everything here in one dashboard. Next one is Sweetgreen. Okay, now, I have not traded Sweetgreen. I know some people in the community love trading it. I did want to bring it up here because it is getting its butt absolutely beat down right now. Especially from a technical perspective, the stock is in in an ideal spot, right? Right now, we are obviously right around our 50-day moving average, around $7, trading around $6. However, look at long-term 2 and 300-day moving averages. Now, my case on why I'm holding off on Sweetgreen. Now, I personally love this company. Me and my wife absolutely love eating here, and I want to invest so bad in this company. However, they lose money on every single salad that they sell. So to me, I cannot bring my brain to logically invest in a company like that. But I do watch this one. It is on my core watch list. If they can figure their situation out, which I'm excited to see their next earnings, I am watching for February 26th here. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But it has been on my watch list for a while now. I'm hoping they can figure this out, their business model a little bit better, because I really like this company overall, and because it's so cheap, trading at $600 of collateral for this close to the money, and the return on collateral is absolutely bonkers right here. Man, it's just a good setup. It just got to fix that business model, and hopefully they can figure that out. Next one is Archer, big community favorite in our community right here. Okay, this one as well not really oversold. We're kind of towards that neutral RSI area of 42.84. If you don't know what the RSI is, let me quickly show you here on our chart right here. Archer has had a hell of a day yesterday, up 12%, which is fantastic. But basically, here is the RSI. The RSI basically tells you how oversold or overbought a company is. If a lot of people are pouring out of a stock, guys, what do you think that means? It means it's oversold or oversold. Yes, it's going to drive the price of the stock down, right? Because people are pouring out of it. Now, if it's overbought, that means that people are pouring into it. They're buying into it. They're excited, right? Some crazy news came out. The stock goes up. So, for example, here when Archer hit almost 1350, right here, look at the RSI. We're at 75 on the RSI, right? So this is exactly, you can kind of use this as a gauge on when to get into cash secured puts and covered calls. That's how I kind of use it. My caveman rule of thumb: sell puts at the bottom Bollinger Band. As we recover up, close those puts out and sell covered calls at the top if you have 100 shares, and rinse and repeat. Okay, that's in an ideal situation. That's what I attempt to do. And of course, looking at those key moving averages. And that's why I built ArkPicks.com, because it gives me all of this information in a one very easy to use dashboard. And of course, I will say it every single video, I do not care, because I see people getting burned all the time with this. Careful with your earnings. Always be careful with your earnings. And what's cool with ArkPicks, we also have all of our AI news data, what's going on, why is the stock going up, why is the stock going down, and of course a write-up on what it means for option sellers. I'm primarily an option seller, and I can always go take a look on X with any sentiment or earnings that are coming up or dividends that are getting paid as well, plus a basic trade idea. And I like to look at the 30 DTE. That gives me a rough gauge of what my monthly, obviously, return on collateral is going to be, and if I can go on the options chain to see if I want to go do a weekly play on it. But Archer, also one that I'm watching pretty heavily. Ford, okay? Now, Ford has not been in a situation for me where I could buy it, but I love this company so much, and you guys know why. Why? Well, because the juicy dividend, okay? Absolute juicy dividend. What's great about the Ark Options Strategy, if you don't know what it is, obviously attend the Ark Options Strategy workshop. You'll get my trade lock templates. You'll get my covered call calculators and all that good stuff. But one of the big things that we do with the Ark Options Strategy is we do this on dividend paying stocks. Why would we do such a thing? Well, because we're collecting covered call premiums weekly or monthly, plus we're collecting that quarterly or monthly dividend check as well, kind of double dipping the income on one stock. Now, there are strategies that we can do where we can do buy rights, meaning that if we own the 100 shares of the stock before the ex-dividend date, right here, you can see it's coming up February 13th, we're able to then capture the dividend and run a covered call immediately on it. A little bit more of an advanced strategy outside the scope of this video, just talking about some cheaper wheel strategy stocks, but definitely go look into the Ark Options Workshop, because that is such an incredible strategy, in my personal opinion, that you should know about, especially playing the ex-dividend date as well as, for the stock, right? Now, obviously, we have a big earnings report coming in from Ford, as well as tons of other companies over this earnings season, which has created lots of opportunity for us. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. That's coming up here on the 10th. So I will be eyeing this one pretty closely. We are trading above, again, 300-day moving averages, a little slightly above the 50-day moving average. So it's not really in a setup territory for me. However, the premiums are still pretty good for locking up $13 in collateral. But for me, like I said, I like to be closer to the 200 and 300-day moving averages and getting around that 2% return on my collateral. That's me, my personal target, and not yours. Do your own research. Speak to a financial advisor. But I usually like to be around that. So I would love to like the 1150s or the 11s. I don't really want to go for the 12s here. I prefer to be towards that bottom of the Bollinger Band, which, who knows, maybe we'll get a big sell-off after earnings and I can jump into it. So I am watching that. Rivian's also another one to take a look at. Not one I'm actively trading right now, but a great, cheaper wheel strategy stock. Be careful with that one. Look at this return on collateral, guys. 12% return on collateral. Be very, very careful. One thing you will notice about these cheap wheel strategy stocks, guys, is that they offer insane premiums, right? They do. Look at some of these. Lucid, Archer, Sweetgreen, 13, 11% return on collateral on a 30 to 45 DTE options contract. Now, those are playing a little bit close to the money, and that's where DTE lies, because the the delta lies to you, because the delta will tell you, oh yeah, it's a 30, 35 delta, right? Not a huge chance of assignment, but the reality of the situation is, yes, it is. Always look at your return on collateral. That's going to be your true gauge of how much risk you're taking on. I have a rule of thumb. If it's above 2.5%, understand that's a higher risk play, and there's a higher chance of assignment at that point, okay? So another one that I mentioned a lot on this channel is American Airlines. I actually do have some puts open right now on American Airlines, and what a nice pop we have had. Unfortunately, not enough, believe it or not. I really thought yesterday I was going to be able to close out my 13 puts on this, but I somehow was not able to because they're a little bit further out, but I expect this week that I'll be able to close out my cash secured puts. I kind of timed it right at the bottom here where we were below this bottom Bollinger Band area. Now we got to the 300-day moving average, but we didn't quite get to the 200-day, but I was like, whatever, I had a little bit of collateral. That's why I like having these kind of cheaper wheel strategy stocks in my back pocket. When I have a little extra collateral, I could just jump into them. Now, it wasn't like the perfect setup, but I did do the close to the money 13 puts. You know, it was a little bit more of an aggressive play for sure, but we bounced right off that bottom Bollinger Band as expected. Now, that doesn't always happen. There's no guarantee that that's going to happen, but, we do often see it. So this one's good. I love American Airlines. That was one of my first wheel strategy stocks. Next big one is Fiverr that I've talked about so much. Huge earnings coming up. But, we did see actually a nice bounce on this recently, and then an actual retraction. I thought we were going to be coming back towards that 19 level when we were up almost to $17 earlier in the past couple weeks here. But been getting beat up here a little bit. Be careful though. Obviously, premiums are elevated. 4.43% on a 41 DTA is insane. That's a very, very good return on collateral. But we have this data that's coming out on February 18th that we need to be aware of. All right, but the setup is there. I'm watching it, especially on the 18th. If week guidance, yada yada bing bong, or whatever drops down on me, I'm going to jump into hopefully some puts. But technically wise, obviously the setup is there. It's trading below all of our key moving averages. It's already oversold 30 on the RSI. So for me, that's a personally a great setup that I really, really enjoy. Next one, quickly to talk about is Starwood. Starwood is a great company because I also get a nice juicy dividend. Back when I actually wanted to, when I thought it was possible to be able to live off dividends, I put a good amount of capital into Starwood back then. They have earnings reporting on February 25th. This isn't a super liquid company, just FYI. So you got to be careful. This company is much better suited for buying 100 shares of and then running your covered calls. I mix Starwood in with Realty Income and Main Street Capital, if you know those REITs. Again, just to diversify a little bit more, and I really am just trying to play the dividend payment, the juiced up dividend payment on this thing with the covered calls. Cash secured put premiums are okay. They're not even existent, to be honest with you, with Starwood. Even when you look at like Realty Income and stuff like that, that's just not because again, they're more suited for covered calls and to double dip on the covered call premium and the dividend as well. You could see here, even on Starwood, to prove my point, it's only a 1% return on collateral on a 41 DTE. It's not really one of those stocks that you would be running, full wheel strategy on. It's a better stock for covered calls, even though your covered calls, you're maybe only making 1% a month, but you stack that on with the dividend payment. There you go. 10% dividend, 10%, a dividend is insane. Next one, Kenvue, another great one. We're going to quickly start going through these guys. So Kenvue, obviously, acquired by Kimberly-Clark, one of my favorites. Great stock, great dividend as well, 4.58%. You guys know that's the Ark Options way. Upwork, love it. Conagra Brands also. And the Conagra is not bad, again, because that's more of like a stable company, in my personal opinion. You guys know I love investing in companies that offer some sort of, they have a wide diversification of brands under their umbrella, and Conagra Brands has that. It's actually been trading above a lot of these moving averages, and we actually saw that a lot in the consumer staples as tech sold off a lot of that, really just sector rotation. A lot of money started moving towards those. Again, not crazy return on collateral here, but again, I do think mixing in some of these ones is not a bad idea. And a couple others notable mentions, obviously SoFi, Hormel Foods, DraftKings occasionally, and then Pfizer and Campbell's Soup. I haven't traded Campbell's Soup in quite a bit of time because of that sketchy news that came out of them, but it is still on my core watch list. Guys, if you want my trade lock templates as well as my premium calculators, make sure you attend the Ark Options Workshop. A great 90 minutes to spend your weekend, especially if you're a beginner just getting into the wheel strategy and you want to see how you could set this up for yourself, whether you want to take this seriously and spend an hour a day or literally an hour a week. This strategy can fit into your lifestyle like it does mine, being extremely busy. So you can get your trade log template as well as the 2 premium calculators completely for free at the end of that training, and you'll find that first link as the first link in the description of today's video. Guys, remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.